Hello class 7, this is the continuation part of your previous video, and in previous video we had started with the chapter number 4, Suzanne's story. Okay, so we have learned that Suzanne was at the first when Suzanne and her daughter Elizabeth were sold. That time they went to Canada. They were living a very peaceful life there, and after 10 years they returned back to England and they were living in Falmouth. And they were living nicely, but unfortunately one day Suzanne actually shared her life, the story of her life, to someone, and when the person told Suzanne that she should not accept the transaction, that means the business what her husband did to her. Okay, so that time Suzanne just lost all her peace, all her mental peace, and she reported Newson, that means the sailor, that she would not be living with him anymore. And unfortunately the next year that man, that means the sailor, died. Okay, so from the page number 17, second paragraph, I am starting. Just look into the book and try to follow the class. Suzanne tried hard to make her daughter's life comfortable. Elizabeth tried to become a better person, always striving to learn more. So Suzanne, after the death of that means the sailor, what happened? Suzanne tried very hard to make her daughter very happy, okay, and satisfied in her life. So she did many work. She did many things for making her daughter's ambition. And Elizabeth, on the other hand, Elizabeth was also trying to do many things what she wanted to. Okay, and she always trying hard to learn more and more. Suzanne, free of Newson, wanted to give her daughter a better life. So Suzanne, when she just Suzanne was parted from Newson, then she wanted to give a good life to her daughter. Okay. In spite of her pride, she decided to look for Henchard. So, that means the lady, that means Suzanne, had a pride upon herself, and she actually did not want to meet her husband anymore. But for the sake of her daughter, she wanted to visit once at least to Michael Henchard. Even if he was alive, she could not return to him without feeling bad about it. So she was thinking, that means Suzanne was thinking that if Michael Henchard was not dead, okay, so she would go to Michael Henchard, and maybe it would not a very good thing, it will not a very welcoming thing for her, because once that Michael Henchard sold her wife and daughter, and then that wife wanted to visit Michael Henchard. She knew everything. She knew everything about the problem and everything, but though she wanted to visit for the sake of her daughter. Okay. Nor could she tell Elizabeth the true relationship. What happened? Suzanne was in dilemma. Suzanne actually wanted to share the whole story to her daughter, but as whatever it is, the biological father was Michael Henchard. So Suzanne could not able to disclose anything to her daughter that Michael Henchard was her father and what did he do and everything. She did not say anything. Only she wanted to visit Michael Henchard one more time. Okay. Now, since they had very little money, they stretched what they had, often covering distances on foot or in wagons or farmers. What happened? So they did not have enough money, so they tried a lot. What did they do? Mother and daughter, they walked on foot. They went to the cart of the farmer. Here wagons of farmers. Wagons of farmer means here the cars. Car means farmers. Car means that means cart. Okay, CRT, cart. Carts of farmers. They went into the carts of farmers and they crossed many miles and many things to meet Michael Henchard. Okay, and Suzanne's health began to fail as they neared Casterbridge. And after so many time, that means they were in hardship. After that also they reached to Casterbridge at last, because they came to know that Michael Henchard was in Casterbridge. So mother and daughter went to Casterbridge. Okay. One Friday evening they reached a hill about a mile from Casterbridge. It seemed to be an old-fashioned town. So one Friday evening they reached to Casterbridge, and it was actually 1 mile from Casterbridge. So it seemed to be a very old-fashioned one. It was not a modern city. It was a very old-fashioned city. It was a compact town with no suburbs leading up. It was a town, compact. That means a small, close, neat. That is the meaning of compact. Small, close town, and it was not having the suburb. That means that it was a small town. Okay, and there was no the other parts of the town. It was just a small and compact one. Okay, where the field stopped, the town began. The field stopped, and then from that part only the town started. Two men passed by talking excitedly. Elizabeth was sure she heard them mention Henchard. So they were just wanted to reach Casterbridge, and when they were just about to go, that time they heard that two men were passing by, and that they heard from that two men that one name. What was that? Henchard. And who heard that? Elizabeth heard that word. Suzanne stopped Elizabeth from asking the man about Henchard, since she was not sure what state he would be in. So Suzanne told her daughter to make that two people stop and ask that who was that Henchard. But Suzanne didn't know whether that Henchard was her husband or not. Okay. As evening drew close, they entered the town. So when the evening came, when the evening time came, so that time they entered into the town. From what they saw in shop windows, they understood that many of the people in the town worked on the fields. The shop sold tools for farmers like scythes, hooks of all kinds, shears for shears, mattocks, spades and hoes. There were also milking stools and pails, carts, wheelbarrows and plowmen's leggings. What happened? These all words, actually these are the tools for farming. Okay. So when they reached to the place Casterbridge, they saw it was a very old-fashioned town, and it was a very small and compact town. It was when the field closed, that means ended, from then and there the town started. Okay, and when they entered, they heard a name, that means Henchard, and they saw there were so many shops in the market, and that shops were having these different kinds of tools for farming. So what does it prove? It proves that many people of Casterbridge were farmers. Okay. There were also a town bell rang and the shops began to shut. So the town bell, you know that town bell is a kind of bell generally used in European countries. Okay, we can see this town bells generally not in the modern cities. I'm talking about the old cities. Okay, they had the town bell, one kind of bell. It was ringing at that time, and what happened? So the shops all began to shut down. That means it was the time to shut down for all the shops. The mother and her daughter were hungry, and they asked a passing woman where they could find a baker. She told them they would not find any good bread in Casterbridge at that hour. So what happened? The mother and that means daughter, that means Suzanne and Elizabeth, were very hungry, and they called. There was a lady, and they asked the lady whether they could able to get any food, any bread or something. Okay, so that means the person told that no, it was not the time for getting any bread. That was because of some problem with the wheat, because of which the loaves would not rise. Why they could not able to get any bread at that time? Because the person told, that means the lady told, that it was because of the condition of the wheat. The condition, that means the quality of the wheat was not very good. So the wheat could not able to produce any good bread at that time. The two women brought some biscuits and made their way to where they could hear music. And the two women, that means mother and daughter, they heard, that means they heard a good music, and they got some biscuits, and after that they were following the music and they went to that place. Clear?